Hello everyone, how are you doing today? It's not so good news over here because Honorable Kyagulanyi today has survived another attempt on his life while he was in western part of Uganda in a district known as Ntungamo, and he was heading to his other campaign rally in order to canvass votes for his presidential bid, and that is how things have gotten. Things are getting so serious, and that's why you see now he has to wear a bulletproof all the time. Recently he met the electoral commission and he wore a bulletproof again, and today ever since another attempt on his life was made a few weeks back, people, all well-wishers in the diaspora, sent him a bulletproof in order to make sure that he adds an extra layer of protection on his life, because that's how much the people of Uganda need him. And when his wife joined him on the campaign trail in western Uganda, because that's where his wife comes from, he was also given a bulletproof to make sure she puts it on all the time in order to add that extra layer of protection. It is so absurd that this is where our politics has headed, and the entire world and most of the people are actually quiet. That is, the people within government and some of the so-called intellectuals in our country, that a presidential candidate and his wife have to wear a bulletproof, not to protect them from rebels or to protect them from terrorists, but to protect them from the very people that come and tell us that they are here to protect us, to protect them from the very government that always comes out to say that, oh, we are here to secure your future. That is how bad things have gotten for Uganda, our beloved country. So wherever you're watching from, I want you to know that Uganda, as we speak right now, is not a good place. Things are so worrying. Things really actually make us cry for some of us who really come from this country, because President Museveni and his counterparts have always warned that if at all they do not take power again, or if at all they are not voted into office, then they will turn Uganda into Somalia, or they will turn Uganda into a very destabilized state like the state of Somalia. It is funny that they pride themselves in making Uganda Somalia if at all Bobi Wine takes power, and yet they also come out to say that they want to secure our future. So those are the kind of people we are dealing with. We do not have any the people of Uganda don't have any arms, they don't have any bullets or tear gas to fight back. But the government has made it its business in order to remove one of the popular politicians who is trying to put up a strong fight for the people of Uganda against President Museveni, and that is none other than Bobi Wine. Now, the attempt on Bobi Wine's life has been, this is not the first attempt. His life has been, they have tried to assassinate him, or to beat him up, or to intimidate him, and so on and so forth. Very many, countless times. More of these times we don't even know about, because Bobi Wine is a very strong person and he doesn't want perhaps to let people know of most of the things that are going on, but he keeps it to himself. But whatever happens in the camera, definitely we get to know about it. Ever since he started in 2017, President Museveni was late to the party because he never saw that Honorable Kyagulanyi was actually grooming or was actually growing in one way or the other. Because Museveni is one person who can identify a politician who is likely to make or who is likely to make trouble for him. By trouble, I mean trying to oppose his rule and trying to debunk his lies. So whenever he identifies such a person, he employs his men to sabotage or bribe or get that person over to his side. But he never anticipated that a musician who grew up from a ghetto or who grew up from slums and who had a tough childhood would actually come up and put up this much competition as he has put up, and he never anticipated such a kind of thing happening. And perhaps I understand that is why Museveni is very furious for such a person to be able to fight him to this kind of level. So as we speak today, Bobi Wine's life attempt, I will just refresh your memory. In 2017, he had just entered parliament after a by-election. Right now, he is the member of parliament of Chadondo East constituency. When he entered parliament, of course, they decided to oppose the removal of the presidential term limits. The presidential term limits initially in Uganda, according to the 1995 constitution, Article 10B said that the president of Uganda, the age limit, not the presidential term limit, it is the age limit. The president of Uganda shall not exceed 75 years of age. First, President Museveni had edited his age using a few chronics where he was born and playing on Ugandans' mind, and he edited his age, and the clerics played along the lie. Secondly, whereby he cut 5 years off his age. Then secondly, what President Museveni did is he bribed the parliament as well as the courts of Uganda in order to amend that article so that he becomes eligible to stand in 2021. And that's why you see he is a candidate today. He's the most unsecure president Africa has ever had. Ever since he came to power in 1885, President Museveni has never sat into the chair of the presidency and feel secure and feel calm and feel that now let me work for the Ugandan people because I have a short time here. Ever since he entered office, he has already thought that he has a long time and he has to stay for quite long. And trust me, he has really stayed for long. You see, he's that kind of visitor who visits your home and he knows that, oh, I'm not leaving anytime. So he will start doing everything, like the father of the house or the mother of house does, He's a visitor, but he doesn't want to leave, and he knows, okay, I'll just stay here for the rest of my life. Then the visitor will bring the wife in your home. They will even have children in your home, but each and every time he will say, oh, I'm leaving, I'm going. Oh, no, I'll be going next time. But that is what President Museveni has been doing for the past 36 years. So he amended the constitution and so on and so forth. So Bobi Wine was among the people of the parliamentarians who stood up against this age limit, against the removal of the age limit. And then in that year, 2017, 3 grenades were thrown at his home. 3 grenades. Can you imagine that situation? This is where Bobi Wine has come from. Even if you see the way you see Ugandans having too much love for Bobi Wine, it is because he has passed through the test of time. Like he has tested so many things. 3 grenades were thrown at his home. Just imagine that situation where you have your wife, very innocent, sleeping, your children. He has a child as young, by then he had a child as young as 4 years old. A daughter called Subi. And they threw a grenade at his home. With your kids in your house, and they tried to blow you up, incinerate you in your home. That's what they did. So they failed, and by then he warned and said, guys, please, my life is in danger, help me. And not anyone would actually, or especially the government, would come to his rescue. And the police downplayed and said that Bobi Wine was just trying to score political mileage and things of that sort. But when they tested the grenades, they were real. Unfortunately, they were real, and that is how things are. That is how bad things are. So, on the 18th of August 2018, still Bobi Wine, while he was an Arua, his popularity has grown, and then a few parliamentarians have a few parliamentary by-elections are held, and then we all understand that Honorable Kyagulanyi did a lot of work in those by-elections, and as a matter of fact, the government tried to assassinate him. That led to the death of his driver, who was mistakenly thought that it was Bobi Wine, and then this driver was, for those of you who don't live in Uganda, this is why I'm telling you all this, because his driver was shot thinking that it was Bobi Wine, because the driver known as Kaumanya Sin actually looked as Bobi Wine. They had some, they were a bit similar. The way you see Bobi Wine is how the driver looks like. You can look up those pictures or images on the 13th of August 2018. And then, of course, we all know what transpired ever since after the Alua incident and the Alua 22. Then Of course, in November this year, there was more shooting targeted towards Bobi Wine. And then on December, he was still targeted, trying to assassinate him in Kayunga. Then today, on the 12th of December, still they have been trying to assassinate him again. This is how things have actually gotten. This is how low Museveni has become. This is how low Museveni has gotten and his counterparts. But what is interesting, or what is really, really sad, is the gentlemen that are doing this job. They are not even man enough to stand up with their faces open, to show their face, and then do the actions that they are supposed to be doing. So today, on this day, two people have been stabbed. They're not only shooting bullets, but now they're even stabbing people. So two people on Bobi Wine's motorcade, or Bobi Wine's bodyguards, have been stabbed as well. One has been stabbed in the arm with a bayonet, I think, and then the other one, like you see those images there. You see those. I'll put those images there, like you can see those images. So those are the guys. You know, they are even afraid to show their faces. At least if you're going to shoot me, or if you're going to kill me, be a man enough, take off that helmet and shoot me while I look you in the eye. So who of these two is actually stronger? They are scared. They are scared. They want to kill the gentleman, but they cannot even agree on how to kill him. That is how powerful Bobi Wine is. Since 2017, the people in government have been trying to kill this gentleman, but they cannot even agree how to kill him. Should we kill him while the entire world is looking? Should we wait at night? Should we wait during elections? How should we do it? Should we just stab him? Should we give him poison? Should we just shoot him? They cannot even decide, because they understand the repercussions. They understand what is likely to result into the murder of Bobi Wine or Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Because these people said that they want Uganda to become like Somalia if at all Bobi Wine takes power. And now if they see that, of course, Bobi Wine is clinching towards power and he's getting closer and closer, well, for them, in their own understanding, is, okay, let us just kill him, then afterwards we shall just turn Uganda into Somalia. Well, good luck with that, because if you dare turn this country upside down, we are all in it. We are all of us, every Ugandan, even you guys who are trying to destabilize Uganda, you will also be there. And we shall face the music, all of us. So these people are not even men enough, or they are not even soldiers enough to take off those helmets and look into Bobi Wine's eyes and shoot him if they want to shoot him. But they know what will result, because they know that they will commit this sin, or they will commit this crime, and no one will see them. And then, as a matter of fact, after no one seeing them, so they will be able to say, no, it wasn't me. No, those people were from maybe Nigeria, they are from Congo. Like, the government always accuses other countries, of taking part in, destabilizing Uganda and so on and so forth. This is what they are trying to do. So, briefly, I would like to, understand, or most of you, the questions that you have. Why would Museveni want Bobi Wine dead? Why does he want him dead? Why would he want to assassinate him? Of course, he would like to assassinate him because Bobi Wine is the one who has put up he has put up a very strong opposition that Museveni has never seen, that he has never had in his 35 years since he has been in power. Since 2016, it's just like Museveni hasn't enjoyed his this term. He has not enjoyed this term at all. He hasn't enjoyed it. 5 years. He had to struggle to fight Bobi Wine, to fight the age limit and so on and so forth. So he feels like every plan he had created, it has been destabilized. So for that reason, he feels like maybe if he takes this guy out, and maybe he suspends the constitution, suspends the parliament, and maybe rule by decree, maybe it would be a better idea. Because if you assassinate and take out Bobi Wine, Uganda is not going to settle. Even the people within the NRM, even people within the government, even people within the police and the army themselves, Museveni is afraid of the reaction that will culminate out of this kind of action. He's worried. Because most of these people will say, okay, fine, we have been stopping them, tear gassing them, but if you go to this level, then there is a limit. This is where everything is off the table. That is what these people are also looking at. Because he's worried what the reaction of his own people, the reaction of his own government, and the reaction of the entire international community, as well as mostly the reaction of the Ugandan public. So he wants to do the act, but he's afraid. That is why he shoots tires, he shoots this, he shoots that, so that we get used to shootings of cars and tires and rims, whereby a day will come that they will say, oh, no, Bobi Wine was shot by a stray bullet. Next time, we shall say, oh, Bobi Wine was shot in the leg. And they will say, oh, it's a stray bullet. So they want to make it something as believable as possible while they are holding their cameras. He was given protection, but what is the role of the protection that the EC gave him? These VIPs, the so-called VVIPs, they cannot even protect Kyagulanyi. They cannot protect him. Actually, last month, one of the people who was protecting Bobi Wine was shot in the head. They actually shoot these so-called guards that he was given, which is really interesting. So they cannot intervene at all to protect Honorable Kyagulanyi. Then you ask, what is the role of the VVIP individuals? So are they just there to watch and wait so that Bobi Wine is killed? Is that what they are meant to do? Because if I told you a person who is in charge of a VIP, your job is the VIP. You have to protect him at all cost. Those are your orders. So for you, you just stand at the side like this, and then you're like, okay, I'm just waiting for them, or I'm just waiting for a stray bullet to get Honorable Kyagulanyi. And then after he dies, then I will react. It's crazy, so crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I would like to tell you is, for us in Uganda today, we only count days that Bobi Wine lives. If he's alive today, then we just count that day and we thank God. If he's not alive today, then we all just sit back and cry, and we shall push on Bobi Wine's legacy, and we shall make sure that Bobi Wine's fight for freedom, fight for independence, fight for taking our country back, doesn't just go like that, just because he has been murdered or just because he has been assassinated. It's not going to happen, not at all. The people of Uganda are ready. They will rise up, just like Bobi Wine said. So the government should know better, that if at all they dare, and I'm not warning, I'm not trying to incite or do what, but I'm telling them, I'm warning them, do whatever you do, but just make sure that you do not do something as stupid as trying to take Bobi Wine's life out. That is the truth. Because if you do that, it's going to be a bad ride for every Ugandan, for all of us, unfortunately. Because your goal is to turn Uganda into Somalia. That is what your goal is. And that is really, really, really absolutely ridiculous. So, all we can do right now is to wait and see what happens and play for Bobi Wine's life. But such kind of things are likely to happen over and over again until these people shoot a so-called stray bullet, maybe to get Honorable Kyagulanyi, because that's what they want. And tell you what, they only have 3 weeks left, because on January 14th, very many people are going to the polls, and they will make sure that they vote for Bobi Wine, because his popularity has surged, has increased each and every day. Every attempt on his life gets so many people revved and ready to go and vote and protect their vote. All right, thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope I've tried to talk about the incident that has happened today on Bobi Wine's life, that the government is trying to attempt to take him out. Okay, subscribe to the channel, and I hope God protects Bobi Wine and protects Uganda and all of us who are in this struggle, because our lives are not so easy these days. The day you live is the day you count, especially for the people who are in Uganda at the moment. Museveni is whatever, 76 years, what, 78, is like centuries old, but I think he just doesn't want to die alone. All right, bye bye, and have a great time.